Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm in here. I want to review the exotic tour of Ngebel, Ponorogo. Yes, the exotic tour of Ngebel, Ponorogo. It is not just a lake that is famous in Ponorogo. Ponorogo has a very amazing natural tourist destination, namely Ngebel. This tourist spot in Ponorogo is perfect for anyone who likes outdoor destinations. Located in a place far from the crowd and surrounded by hills, making this Ngebel tourist spot one of the popular tourist spots in Ponorogo. Ngebel Ponorogo is formed naturally because of the water that comes from the Southern Canal and Toyamata waterfall. This lake is located at the foot of Mount Willis and has a temperature between 20 to 26 degrees Celsius. With an area of 5 kilometers that can be surrounded, you can imagine how many interesting spots to explore this tourist area. But make sure to explore still using a facial, rather than getting tired in the middle of the road. View Ngebel Lake. Ngebel Lake has clear green lake water caused by water biota under the lake. So don't be surprised if in this lake area there are many fish cakes and also villagers who fish on the edge of the lake. Ngebel Lake is very natural and clean from inorganic waste, so it is still an ideal hybrid for freshwater fish to breed. So, besides enjoying the silence and natural charm of Ngebel Lake, you can try fishing this lake as a hobby. Okay, besides relaxing on the edge of the lake, playing water rides to explore Lake Ngebel can also be tried here. There are several games that can be tried at Ngebel Lake, namely the first horse, and then bandy is a horse carriage that can be filled with 3 people, and then water bus can accommodate about 15 to 20 people. The open design is especially for tourists who want to surround Ngebel Lake freely and relax, especially if they want to capture moments through camera shots. And then next, speedboat. If you want to try adrenaline, this ride can be an option. Speedboat can be filled with 6 people. And then duck's boat. For horse riding and bandy, it cannot be used to surround the lakes because it is feared that it could describe heavy traffic, especially on weekends and holidays. But calm down, walking along the streets on horseback and bandy can be done without leaving the lake's view. Well, how do you enjoy the lake from a height? This Sewu tourist destination is in Pupus Village, Ngebel District. If you want to come here, you can take the usual road to Ngebel Lake, then go up to Gondowindo Village or on the Pasar Batu Sempu line up. Ticket price are also cheap, only IDR 5,000. In Sewu, we can enjoy the beautiful view of the Ngebel Lake from an altitude of 800 meters above sea level. Yes, meters above sea level. So it is more exotic with a very exciting view. In addition, you can find Ngebel Adventure Park offers 3 rides, namely rides outbound and camping. In addition, we built selfie spot for visitors who want to take pictures with Ngebel Lakes as a background. The next water park, with some interesting games on land and in water. Ngebel Lake is like Sarangan Lake. In addition to lodging around the lake, there are also food stalls with typical freshwater culinary lakes, namely tilapia, which can be enjoyed while looking at the serene calm of Ngebel Lake. Well, besides the photo spot in the lake, there is new icon at the tourist spot in Ponorogo, namely the dragon statue. What's wrong with the dragon statue? Well, again, just like in Hasa Sarangan, the dragon statue is related to the legend of Ngebel Lake. So, the legend of Ngebel Lakes. There is a legend circulating in the community about the formation of the Ngebel Ponorogo Lakes. It is said that Patih Batara Angin was meditating by changing his form into a dragon snake named Baru Klinting. Accidentally, someone broke the snakes into the village. Before being cut, the snake turned into a child. The child made a contest by sticking a stick and telling the villagers to remove it, but nothing worked. When the little boy pulled out the sticks, a water source appeared with snake until it became a lake. Finally, by the local community, the lake was called Ngebel, which means it gave off a pagan smell. In addition, Ngebel Lakes also plays a role in the history of Ponorogo Regency. It is said that a founder of Ponorogo Regency, namely Bathara Katong, has purified himself in spring near Ngebel Lakes before spreading Islam in Ponorogo Regency. This spring is known as Kucur Batoro. Yes, Kucur Batoro. Apart from keeping an interesting legend, the quiet atmosphere of Ngebel Lakes can also be a very pleasant place, with the addition of several ladies by the manager. Having a cat in the afternoon under the lake, sage trees with a calming natural panorama surrounded by hills. Who is not interested? Meanwhile, the annual traditional ceremony in Ponorogo is Java, namely the Risala prayer ceremony. Yes, the Risala prayer ceremony is one of the Ngebel series events which is held annually in Ponorogo. At the actual event, which consists of offerings and prayer trees that were held in Ngebel, Ponorogo. This event was held as the highlight of the Ngebel Award in Ponorogo Regency, usually held at the Ngebel Lakes, Ponorogo Regency. This event is commonly referred to as Laru Society and Risala Prayer, which is nothing but a form of gratitude for the people of Ponorogo for the safety and blessings of the 1 year that has passed. This event is able to attract the attention of tourists, but local and foreign tourists. Not to forget that this event was opened with the entertainment of bands from the surrounding community, namely from Ngebel district, which was followed by the handover procession of Tumpeng Agung and Bujang Pura, which will be parted into the lake before finally being flushed into Ngebel Lake. This event didn't forget to be attended by the local community who took care of the view of the event. Not to forget the regents and local officials were also present at this big event. Okay, say hello to the Lake Ngebel from the top of Bean Street. You can? Why not? Okay, the peak of Tabak Bimo that holds the glamorous art is one of the several village mountain ranges in the western region. As we know, the highest mountain cluster are in the eastern cluster area, namely the peak of Liman, 2,500 miles, while Tapak Bimo is at an altitude of about 1,565 miles. At the highest peak in the western village mountain range. To the south, there is Ngebel Lake with an area Ponorogo Regency. Meanwhile, On the east side, there is Solarjo waterfall in Kari district. Not finished there. When we spend the night or camping maybe in this place, at the night we can see thousands of city lights that sparkle so beautiful from the peak of Tapak Bimo. And when the morning comes, we will find amazing natural scenery here, such as edelweiss and flowers blooming in the cliff. Adding to the beauty of Tapak Bimo, coupled with the view of Ngebel Lakes in the morning, which is also very beautiful, and several mountains look very close, such as Mount Chamorro and Mount Kukusan. In addition, in this place, there are also Japanese heritage, namely the Japanese cave, which was previously used as a hiding place for Japanese soldiers and geothermal drilling. Okay, I think enough for my review in Ngebel Lakes, Ponorogo. I am Siti Zaingmatul Ilma from TBIC, and last, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.